Two big words that are lingering around this forum: critical minerals. Africa, no doubt, is a big player. But the big question is, how is investment in terms of infrastructure shaping the way Africa uses or captures the wealth and value of its critical minerals? Let's bring in a better mind to discuss this. Folashito Akin-Olagbade is the investment director at Africa 50. She joins me now live. Thank you so much indeed. Don't worry, I'll tell you if he moves a bit. So talk to us about Africa and its huge mineral reserves, but is investment keeping a pace?
Yes, we see investments really growing in this space. For us, as we think about investments to enable critical minerals, we think about four key sectors. One is obviously power generation and transmission, and that's a space we've been very actively investing in. On the power generation side, we have the Malikunda project in Senegal as an example. On the power transmission side, we just signed the largest PPP, the first and the largest public-private partnership transmission line in Kenya, which was over $300 million. And then moving on, we look at the logistics and the corridor integration as key sectors as well. As we think about that, one of the investments we've done is in scanning systems, which is a joint border post transaction, and that has really helped reduce the time that people spend at borders. We also have the Senegambia project, which is also a road project in Senegal, and that has really helped with transportation across borders.
Right.
One of the other sectors we are really keen on and where we've done investments and enables the critical and can enable the critical mineral space, if we can replicate that, is on the Kigali Innovation Center, which is an industrial park.
Yep.
We think industrial zones can really help with shared infrastructure. If you have shared water, shared power, that can really enable the development of critical minerals, because we need to really think about critical minerals from a corridor perspective.
What about the infrastructure gap? Where's the bottlenecks? What's holding up local processing?
So local processing, one of the key things is really around power, which I mentioned, and which is why for generation and transmission, we're spending a lot of time looking at that and trying to help the gap. I guess another sector is really around digital infrastructure, where we're spending and we think is also critical to the critical mineral space. We have the East to West transaction, which is helping build a fiber backbone from the east to the west of Africa. We also have our data center platform, which is called PAX, which is also, we're trying to scale that platform as well to ensure that there's adequate data. But if we think about the infrastructure that enables processing, one is power, you need industrial zones, you need to be able to leverage corridors, look at things from a multi-corridor approach, and you also need digital.
From the past 2 days, are you getting that there's a real sense of urgency among those gathered here to take Africa to that next level?
Absolutely. There's a big source of urgency, and that's why you have forums like this, where you can bring capital providers together and they can help, form the right kind of partnerships which can really help scale infrastructure within Africa.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Oh, thank you.
All right. That was Folashito Akin-Olagbade, and she is the investment director for Africa 50. As this forum, Infra for Africa Forum, wraps up in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, big takeaways in terms of the urgency. That's the main word that is coming out of here. Delivery and urgency. 2 words, in fact. So that's how we wrap things up from Tanzania. It's back to studio.